Hello guys, I'm going to do week 5 new grammar. For skip counting the 9s, I'm going to bring in some little pipe cleaners with little bells on them. It's going to act kind of like a tambourine, like a musical instrument. And so every student will have those, and we're just going to kind of
Hello.
we're just going to kind of go along to the beat as we sing the song. For 10s, we're going to get in partners again, and we're going to high five like we did with the 5s, except we're going to do it with the 10s. So it'll be like 10, 20, 30, 40, like that. For future tense, it goes bow, bis, bit, bimis, bitis, bunt. And for this one, since it sounds like a bow, like you would wear in your hair, a bow, or maybe like a bow that would be on a present, to remember that means future tense, I want you guys to think about maybe like your birthday's in the future and you're really looking forward to it, okay? And so there's a bow on a present. So bow, future tense. So we're just gonna say bow, bis, bit, bimis, bitis, bunt, bow, bis, bit, bimis, bitis, bunt. First conjugation, future tense. Okay, what are some cycles in nature? The water cycle. And then we're gonna take a deep breath. The carbon and oxygen cycle. And the nitrogen cycle. The nitrogen cycle is how plants use nitrogen and they grow and then they die, and then other plants come and grow and use the nitrogen to grow too. Carbon and oxygen cycle, plants get rid of oxygen as a byproduct. We breathe it in and we get rid of carbon dioxide, and so it's a cycle. And there's also carbon deposits and things like seashells and different things like that. So it's just a cycle in nature. And then obviously the water cycle, it rains on the mountains, forms streams and rivers and lakes, and then eventually makes its way out to the ocean where it evaporates again and forms clouds, and the clouds rain, and the whole thing starts over. So it's a water cycle.
I was going to see that.
All right.
I knew that happened.
For English, objective pronouns. I'm going to take action figures and bring them into class and kind of act out some stories for this one. So for an objective pronoun, the thing I want you to think about is object. And so it's a pronoun that is used as an object for a verb. So it's receiving, it's basically the receiving end of whatever the verb is doing, okay? And so I'm going to have a bunch of different superheroes, and I'm going to have one here and one here, and I'm going to say, Jonah, I'm going to say, will you take me on vacation with you? I really want to go. Can you take me? And see how that verb take is with me. You're taking me. Please take me. And then for the second singular, this one's going to say, yes, I guess I'll take you. And then for the third singular, he's like, but I'm also going to take him. I'm going to take him, and I'm going to take her. And I need my sunglasses, so I'm going to take it. And then all these guys are going to be like, thank you so much for taking us. And then he's like, of course I would take you. And when he's saying you, he's talking about all of these guys. Of course I would take you. And then later he's talking to his other friend, and he's like, I didn't really want to take them, but I guess I'm going to take them. All right, for timeline, Jonah, get out of here, bud. All right. Judah falls, kind of pushing it away, falls to Babylon. Temple destroyed. Out of here, Jonah. Babylon falls to Persia. Jews return and rebuild the temple. Make an R. Roman Republic and Golden Age of Greece. For Peloponnesian Wars, we're going to sword fight. Peloponnesian Wars. And then we're going to say Persia falls to Alexander the Great. Like, I'm so great. Okay, tell me about the 100 Years' War. We're going to say during the 100 Years' War, sword fight again. For Joan of Arc, we're going to do praying hands because she claimed that she saw a vision from God, and we're going to look up. So Joan of Arc And King,
Jonah?
no, King Charles the Seventh led, like we're pushing forward with our swords, led the French to defeat the English at the siege of Orleans. I think in French they call it Orléans or something. So we can even point to the map and it's like at the siege of Orleans. And then we're gonna say, make a 13. In the late 1340s, fleas on rats carried, and I'm a rat. Fleas on rats carried the plague which killed 1 out of 3. And then we're gonna point to Europe. Europeans. Here's Europe. Oh, right here. Europeans. Okay, so let's do that again. During the 100 Years' War, Joan of Arc and King Charles the Seventh led the French to defeat the English at the siege of Orleans. In the late 1340s, fleas on rats carried the plague which killed 1 out of 3 Europeans. Okay, I might have kind of got the tune wrong on that, sorry. All right, for European cities, it's a story today. So, there was once a man whose home was in Rome, and he ate a lot of pasta in Italy, in his home of Rome. So he wanted to go to Orleans to get lean, which means to get in shape, okay? But then after a while, he ran out of money. So he said, I heard that in Barcelona they have gold bars. So I'm gonna go to Barcelona and get some gold bars. But he became alone in Barcelona. He was so alone in Barcelona that he remembered he had a friend, one friend, his only friend, in Paris. So he went to Paris, so at least he could be a pair in Paris with his friend. After that, he was homesick, so he went back home to Rome. All right, guys.